Hi everyone, my name is Yuuki Ida. I am a career advisor at JAPI. JAPI is a non-profit organization which supports international students who want to get a job in Japan. Today, I'm going to talk about how to do job searching and how to join internships in Japan, especially for English speakers. I also talk about hiring culture, job hunting schedule, and our internship program, and JAPI's career support. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, when you are looking for a job, of course, you need to know how companies are hiring students. So let me introduce you to 3 aspects of Japanese hiring culture that you should know about today. The first one is Japanese companies hire students based on their potential rather than your skills. Japanese companies have a culture of hiring and training a lot of new graduates every year. As you can imagine, it takes time and money to train new staff to be able to contribute to the company. Then, why they do it? This is because companies just expect you to perform at their company for many years better than the cost of training you. For this reason, when interviewing and applying for jobs, it is important to show not only your current skills, but also your potential to grow even more in the future. The second is, when companies hire students, they often hire them as general staff, not specialists. After you enter a Japanese company, they usually give you various work experiences in many different departments. In other words, you often do not know what kind of work you will be doing until you join the company. Therefore, when applying for a job at a Japanese company, please be prepared to talk about how you have grown in your school life and be able to explain that you are motivated to do any kind of work. The third one is most companies have a specific hiring schedule. By the way, why do companies set the recruitment timing? I tell you one of the main reasons. Japanese companies usually hire a large number of students every year, so many. So companies prepare training and other programs for new staff. So the cost of screening and training programs can be reduced by using this fixed hiring schedule. Due to globalization, more and more companies are hiring year-round, but there are still so many companies that have this set hiring schedule. So please keep in mind, when you look for a job in Japan, you need to make sure that you don't miss the timing when companies are recruiting. But for example, doctoral students and science students are sometimes hired for specialized positions, not general job. So I highly recommend first finding companies that you are interested in and looking at their recruitment pages. Okay, so this is the job hunting schedule in Japan for college students who will graduate in fall 2022 and spring 2023. I put how long each process usually takes on the left side. Also, I put the important events on the right. And as you can see, students apply for jobs about 1 year before their graduation. Therefore, you have to start your job search as early as possible. Most of Japanese companies start their employment around March on their official website and some navigation websites, such as Bikunabi and Mynabi. So there are many job options in spring. If you check those navigation sites, you can see a lot of company information. You also can apply to so many companies there. However, most information is provided in Japanese, so you have to read Japanese when you use those websites. Yeah, that is why usually a high level of Japanese skill is a must in the application process. So once you apply to a company, You will go through a document screening and written exam. The next step is interview and group discussions. If all screening process goes well, you will finally get a job offer. Most Japanese companies hold an offer ceremony we call 内定式 in October for those who will be joining the company next April. However, most of companies decide on their job offers earlier than October. For this reason, many students receive job offers from several companies by July or August every year and choose where to work. Okay, so in this video, I explained the typical hiring schedule like this in Japan. And there are companies that do not use navigation sites and some companies that hire year-round. So don't worry if you are a fourth year of university student and you have no idea what to do now. Anyway, please make sure you check the company's hiring process so that you don't miss the right time to apply. Also, as I mentioned, many companies are looking for students who can speak Japanese. Still, it is very difficult to find a job in Japan with only English. So please try to make many Japanese friends or try to find opportunities to speak Japanese. Enjoy studying it. Also, about preparation, before applying to companies, it takes a lot of time to gather information if you do on your own. So please use my YouTube channel or your school's career center and some online communities to learn more about companies and how to find a job actively. Let me explain the situation of job hunting in Japan. I need to say that it is very difficult to find a job in Japan if you only have English skills. But it doesn't mean that you should stop looking for a company because Japanese language is difficult. I will introduce you to some ways to find a job that you can do in English. And here are the things you can do to find a job in Japan. First, gather company information in English and learn Japanese. Second, join internships and career events. By trying to do the first two things, you can find many companies you are interested in and apply. Regarding gathering job information in Japan, these English resources can be good tools: business SNS, job postings, and agents. Each has its own advantages and disadvantages, but if you can use them effectively, your options for choosing a company in Japan will expand. So how to use those tools? I recommend trying these three methods for using resources effectively. 1. Register some agents to find out what kind of companies want your experience and skills. 2. Check job postings every day. 3. Use LinkedIn actively to try finding job openings. Next, let me share the current situation of internships in Japan. Although internship experience can be a huge advantage for your job hunting, very few internships are available only in English. So, please don't miss the chance if there are internships available in English. Today, I talked about how to prepare for Japanese job hunting with these tips: gather company info in English and learn Japanese, joining internships and career events, find companies you're interested in as many as you can, apply to companies through websites. Plus, I strongly recommend that you use your network and community to keep up with your information about companies, internship, and job hunting. Okay, so from this chapter, let me introduce about JAPI Research Internship for Toyo University students. Our internship is going to be held on August 9th to August 28th, and it's all online. Okay, so I should move maybe there. Okay. So let me introduce our internship. Firstly, you will try job hunting on LinkedIn. Do you know LinkedIn, by the way? LinkedIn is a business SNS, and you can directly send a message to like anyone. If your network is getting bigger, you can send a lot of messages to your alumni and anyone. So as JAPI researcher, our researcher, you will send a lot of messages to your alumni, so Toyo University alumni and recruiters actively to correct the company information where non-Japanese speakers are able to work. So you are going to correct company information which accept English speakers. So we offer this internship because we are planning to use the company information you will correct for hosting a job fair for English speakers in this autumn. And this slide shows what JAPI expects you as a JAPI researcher and what you can do for this internship for your career. So through this internship, you must expand your network through alumni and company search on LinkedIn. Second, you must correct information of company information which your alumni and international people work at. 3, you need to update on your company list. So because you are correcting company information, so you need to write it down on Google spreadsheet. Or you need to attend a meeting every week to share your progress. I will share the schedule later. And 5, you need to share your achievements in the final session. What you can do. 1, through our internship, you can find companies where you have never known. 2, maybe you can find internships. 3, you can make chances to talk with your alumni and company recruiters. 4, you can expand your interest of various jobs. And these are tasks for JAPI interns. So our internship will be held August 9th to August 28th, and you must complete the following tasks. 1, you have to update contact list, company list every day. 2nd, you must update your weekly report every week. 3rd, so I will host a weekly meeting every Saturday from 10 to 11:30. So it's morning meetup. So you need to attend all meetings. And then because August 28th will be the last day of our internship, we will have final session. And in the final session, we will share each progress, each achievements, and we will gather whole strategy and others. So I'm going to make a LinkedIn group. So you need to check the group chat every day. And also because this internship basically provide remotely, so we don't see each other. So I've been doing this internship for 4 times. And usually in the middle of this internship, students' motivations decreasing, especially in the middle of the internship. So to catch up your feeling and your motivation, I'm going to have one-on-one meeting with you. So here are your tasks. And I think some of you have never used LinkedIn, but don't worry, because as I told you, I've been doing this internship as a coordinator for 4 times, and we have a lot of tips for using LinkedIn, especially for English speakers, a lot. And here is a group sheet. Last time in the final session, so you can use all tips that the past internship student corrected. So please don't worry if you have not used LinkedIn and this is the first time. If you have motivation to achieve this internship program, that would be totally fine. Okay, so if you are interested in our research internship, here is application form. So please go to the link from this QR code. And we only accept maximum 8 students. So I'm going to set a screening. The first, you need to apply from this QR code. and this is Google form and entry sheet. So if you're interested, please send this entry sheet by July 21st. And second, we are going to have interview, and which will be July 22nd and 23rd. So if you want to join our internship, please keep these dates open. If you pass the interview screening, I'm going to invite kickoff guidance on August 9th at 10 a.m. Yes, so I'm looking forward to seeing you in this program. And I also introduce you other internship information, which is one-day marketing trial internship at Career Cross. Career Cross is one of the leading HR companies in Japan. So if you cannot make our internship, but if you want to do something in the summer, I think it's a great choice for you to try because it's one day and you can join in English. So this internship also have every Wednesday and Thursday. So if you are interested, here is a web page about this internship program. So please go to this link from this QR code. So lastly, let me introduce my workplace, JAPI's career support information for English speakers. So we run this website called oshigoto.com. And oshigoto.com is basically for international students who can speak Japanese, but we also write English articles. So if you are interested in our website, please search oshigoto without .com, oshigoto on Google or Yahoo. And I also started a YouTube channel called Yuuki's Career Channel. Basically, I make videos in Japanese, but the contents is a Japanese job hunting system or job hunting tips for international students. So if you want to learn Japanese or if you want to know more about Japanese job hunting, I'm happy if you could subscribe or watch my video. And this month, I made some English videos. So I hope you could watch my video to learn more about Japanese job hunting. I'm also the writer of oshigo.com newsletter, and I'm writing this newsletter in English. So basically for English speakers like you. So if you want to get my newsletter here, okay. So here is the QR code for the application. It's the same Google form as JAPI Internship. So please go to the link and please check accepting newsletter by JAPI. Okay, so that's all of my presentation. Thank you very much for watching. And I hope I could see you somewhere very soon, maybe in Toyo University or YouTube channel. All right, thank you for watching.